the middle. An absolute rocket from Raven Colvin. Hello.
See this girl in action live, and here it is. Her first swing out of the middle, Raven Colvin.
Did that ball go down, or did she get off the ground fast?
There might be a dent on the floor from that swing.
There's Juravicious. Heavy arm on that right side that Penn State added this year. One of the real interesting parts of this matchup is that balance when you have four outstanding outside hitters. The setter can get involved too as he starts.
That she has the upper hand as the hitter, and she just found a way to bounce that ball.
Right back to Colvin, who goes off speed for Purdue. Back row, Merzick finds a seam.
Side 4 times, but the sections of the court, the right side of the court is being used, the middle of the court is being used, out of the back row even. It's really impressive, especially as a freshman.
Another kill for Mendelson. That's her second. A long way to go for Stark to set that. Found Merzick. There's Hudson. Ooh, almost put away. Well done by Colvin to keep that up. Off the dump from Stark. Hudson, second swing, goes through. But usually it's her block that her teammates are covering. Raven Colvin. Out to the pin again for Mendelson, and Chicoine went crashing down. And Hudson with back-to-back kills for Purdue. Ooh, Cam Hanna. SD straight down with 6 kills. 3-set win against Tulsa. Stark rescues it. Free ball for Purdue. And it's Myers. Back-to-back kills. Found the donut. Yeah, those are middle numbers times 2.
For sure.
7 kills on 8 swings for Hanna, and good start to the second set for Purdue with Muller. That's what Purdue is searching for, some more consistency from the middle and the right side outside their 2 superstar pins, Chicoine and Hudson. Stark goes to the right side. Juravicious scores for Penn State to tie it up.
She hits with so much power, so much speed. Just like that.
Colvin takes one out and then had something to say again across the net.
Isaac was there to take away that wrist away and hits it cross-body hard. It's good vision by her. Serves tough, that's nothing new, but they're doing a good job of handling these serves.
Quinn Menger with the service for Penn State. An overpass. And put away. Izzy Stark.
Was playing high into the middle of the court, so she bounced it deep rather than going straight down. That was a really smart shot by Taylor Trammell.
Anderson with the back set for Wooler. Maybe that can provide a little bit of life inside what's so far.
But the ground.
Myers said Wooler did what? And Cam Hanna sends one into next week. And Maddie Skimmerhorn, the latest in that line, passing it off to Allie Hornung, who made that play this season for the Boilermakers. Hudson coming from the back. Grimes has been working hard on that out-of-system setting, and a point score off of it for Penn State.
And Purdue's doing a great job of that right now.
Another good serve that Stark hangs in on. Hudson, and in. Purdue on a run.
That's so impressive. It's hard to do.
Raven Colvin saying, let's go, get on my back. Fully healthy. She's had some injuries the past couple of years. Always been a good blocker, playing at a high level offensively too. Good dig for Hornung. There's Hanna chipping the block. Hornung dug it again. And Colvin, well, it stayed with. Penn State had Hanna run it down. Anderson set her dump, swung back over. Juravicious kept it alive, and Colvin says enough of that.
Swinging a little too high. I really like the swing. It's the right idea there.
Hudson in serve receive. Chicoine turn back. Into back corner. Good try, but Stark was there. Receive again. Izzy Stark puts it down.
To start, working so well side to side.
Feels like not enough made of Schaffmaster and her defense. 6 double-doubles this season. She can rack up those digs. Bringer looks to Orzel, and what a blast!
To me, she is playing out of her mind.
Schaffmaster at the net, looking for Grote, and she gets it to fall for the Gophers. Schaffmaster places it well for Acevedo. On the back row, Orzel, and then dug by Palabia. Furbringer again goes to Franklin, and she hammers it down.
Put some side spin on it and cut it in front of the 10-foot line.
Furbringer, that lands in, an ace for the freshman who's third on the team.
Going from zone 1 and right back to zone 5 and left back, it's going right down the line. Very difficult as it is tight.
First kill for Furbringer, her first attempt as well. Grote gets some contact. Up the middle, Awalea perfectly placed as she flips it over. Grote with the swing from Minnesota. Carter Booth, a big dig in the back row for Hansen. And Acevedo, another swing. It's been a hot hand here in this set. Grote will fire and connects inside.
Right back to it, especially on a throw call. Really smart.
Acevedo at the service line for Minnesota. At the net, Minity with a lot of power behind him. Smrek will wind and fire. Furbringer, back set, Smrek, too much power there. Trying to tie this up here in the second set, and she does. With those 10 digs, she surpassed 1,000 for her career as well. Pretty much a full-time libero last year. Minnesota out of system. Acevedo getting it over. Smrek will drill that. But she's also gotten Wisconsin out of system, made them uncomfortable too. Up the middle, Carter Booth, and they needed that kind of look to strike back.
You can really get up there. That's something both Keegan Cook and her former head coach, Hugh McCutcheon, have said they want more out of her.
Melissa Minity says thank you.
Makes some noise. It feels like she's putting a little extra into those swings.
You can hear that from here? Furbringer looking for Franklin. Hansen going over the block. Off the slide is Robinson, and it's crushed. Furbringer looking for her offense. Had 6 in that first set alone, a 6-point win for the Badgers. Up the middle once more, Phoebe Awalea getting in on the party.
This is called that way.
Schaffmaster back set to Grote, takes some heat off. Grote, not that time though. Another kill for Lydia Grote, leading this entire match with 9. Grote has been indispensable at the service line in this match. Wisconsin here in system though. Acevedo. And takes care of that ball right at the top of the net. The way things are trending right now, she's going to add a 6. She has been all over the place for Minnesota. Great response after the timeout. Yulia Orzel, you can see her fired up in that huddle.
Spin, it's coming straight down and dropping right between the passers.
Hansen into the block, that's kept up. Franklin getting back engaged offensively here in the third. Phoebe Awalea off the slide. It was wide open on that side of the floor. She takes advantage. Furbringer dumps it in, but right there is Schaffmaster. And Franklin cleans it all up, giving her team a point within one net.
Attack at this ball. That meant that the middle was jumping right with the setter. Really smart decision. Back right here, looking like she's going to take another approach, holds the middle, sends it out.
2-point lead for Minnesota. Bump set by Guchtikin. Horschel will put it down. For a 2-1 lead. But Minity on the slide. How about the clutch swing by the sophomore? Has just been lethal. She's got 10 kills to go with her 14 digs. Robinson and Franklin can't give her something like that on a platter. You can just tell how much more confident Minnesota is with the decision making with those swings. Back row, it is Franklin. Wow, does she unleash the fire there. Rhodes, big swing. Rhodes on fire. Acevedo also strong at the service line. Back row, it's Franklin and dug by Groats. Hansen lands it inside for the Gophers. And an incredible match as Lauren Crow puts it down at the service line. Slide, it is Minity kept off the ground by Schumacher. Crow flying all over the place, same with Polabiak. And putting away the soft shot is Hansen. Or is there a whistle? Schaffmaster to Grote, who has been a revelation in this match. Horschel over the block. Hansen, heads up play. Delivering the final blow. It's Minnesota victorious against their rival.
Third best in the nation. Schnitter, and now she has an ace. How about right on cue?
Of a few poor sets. Doesn't really have much of a choice but to try and block it to no avail.
That's a service ace.
That's really tough to do, and she's doing a good job of it this season so far. I think we'll see a lot of her tonight.
Joy Gallus, the libero, serves for Iowa. Jesuit sweeps it across for Rutgers. Set right back to Garcia, the freshman from Hawaii, and she's 2 for 2 to start the match.
She's doing a really great job this far this season as a freshman.
Jim Barnes joked with us about that. He said, what, you haven't heard of the Hawaii to Iowa pipeline? This year, he actually can coach players who will be back for multiple seasons. Earlier, it was just a grad transfer team. The foundation has been laid for this program to succeed with cornerstone players now.
Yeah, he actually called his team a whole bunch of freshmen.
Here she is serving now. Bareilles picks out Alyssa Kinkilla, looking for her first kill of the match. Whittingstall denied up front. Here's Lexi Vizentine. She's shut down at the pin. Vizentine again. Cross court and a kill.
If you can put that ball right in the seam, you're going to score a lot of points.
Kinkilla serves for Rutgers. Whittingstall with the big kill for Iowa.
After it from the end line.
And 16 aces now this season for Gallus. Here's Kinkilla, who's had a quiet first set, but she buries that one in the back row.
Defense in those seams. So if you can find a seam as a hitter, there's a lot of room to score there.
You mentioned what we just saw on the screen a moment ago. Kinkilla, the first Rutgers attacker to be named All Big Ten. So her place in Rutgers volleyball history.
And a miss, maybe
Gotcha.
not so much. I like the ace more so.
Okay. Lily Bolin, who's one of the setters on the roster for Caitlin Schweihofer and Rutgers, back deep serving there.
She was finding that seam once again.
Meitzler sets Gracie Gibson for a big Iowa kill. Go with what works. Starts with a good serve, Allie Dutton. Meitzler to the pin. Garcia rockets one down.
It's a huge tool. When your middle can close right next to you, your hip to hip is what we call it.
Here's a dump down again. Urquhart again. Took something off it. Dierstedt glides in. And a free ball for Iowa. They set up shop on the slide. Whittingstall drills that one.
I have a tough time passing really tough topspin serves, but there's also that side of it you're going to miss a lot too, probably.
Well, Meitzler puts that one down.
That topspin serve can be pretty gnarly, but those float serves, those ones that float like crazy, those knuckleballs, those are really, really tough to pass.
Urquhart puts that one down. Point Iowa.
A little too aggressive there.
Whittingstall. Byzantine for Rutgers through the block. Nearly a collision in the backcourt for Iowa. Kept alive by Rutgers. Meitzler back to Garcia. Bareilles passes it back to Kinkilla. And that's down for a Rutgers point. Just thinking that great read by Kinkilla. Garcia, speaking of donuts. Rutgers winning the serving battle in this match. Urquhart down for an Iowa point.
Ball redirects off the hands and goes high. It's hard to change directions.
That's a serve and an ace serve for Rutgers.
She saw that opening right in that corner.
Curtis serves it down, and it'll go as an ace for the service ace queen in the Big Ten, make it 40 on the year. Again, another ace. Samantha Schneider can't help but smile. Schneider again with the serve, and too long, just barely too long for Samantha Schneider. There's gonna be some discussion, or maybe it wasn't too long.
Valentina Paulette to serve. Put some fire on it, and it's in play. A service ace for Paulette.
Those two outsides, Horn and Leverett right now for UCLA. 5 kills, 11 swings, no errors. They're hitting almost 500.
Wow.
Well, there's a great set from Bergen Riley. Went behind, faked the block.
Comfortable playing this game and knows that her hitters are going to be up and trusts that her hitters are going to be up regardless of where the pass is.
Her season high in kills was 15 against Creighton. She has 13 in this match, and the ace. Kennedy Orr.
At this moment, 1-0 in Big Ten play. His first border battle at the PAV, he said, it's exactly what he imagined and what was expecting going in.
That's right. We talked a lot about Melanie Schaffmaster really hyping him up for that border battle. And
had a couple of aces in that first set, the team leader in that category as a middle blocker. And that lands in. She froze Minnesota. Beat by McAleer at the service line. And it's working well. From the back row, flying in is Hudson. Look at Schaffmaster, all out flying across the floor. But Colvin, a punishing swing to end that rally.
She is 3rd in Big Ten, 7th in the country in aces per set. Passed well by Owabete. Here's Owabete on the swing. In the back row, Terry.
to that ball. A great dig here, sets it up. He wants her to be that person for him this year.
Both setters go over on 2. Both teams were ready for it. Hernandez gets a swing. Terry behind the attack line.
Pocket to put it in that same tempo and location every time.
Little tight there on the pass. Ofebu makes the most of it.
Klein tightens up her hands and reaches over.
Mosier to Terry. Morris Had a decent attempt at it, but it falls to the court. Point for you, Audrey, most importantly, and a point for Oregon coming off with that key reversal.
Well done.
Who would have thought that Klein would be 4 for 6 and Brooke Mosier would be 0 for 3?
Yeah. It's Big Ten volleyball for you right there.
And Mosier hits for one rotation. That is thumped by Mimi Collier. It's all Oregon.
To her left, hits it down the line.
Right back to Collier. Martinez Mundo, Avery Hernandez. Collier digs. Michelle Oabete covered nicely by Morris. Collier, they outlet to her. They have that out-of-system option with her as well. Covered nicely on both sides off of blocks. Klein with her 5th kill.
Wow. It all comes down to ball control on your side of the net, too. And I think right now they're not touching enough balls on defense from the front court or back court.
Remember, they are missing Caroline Barnes this weekend, not traveling with the team, one of their key defensive players. Well done, just over the top of the net by Oabete.
She is now 4 of 4, hitting 1,000.
They need her. 0-59, where would they be without her? And Mia Tuaniga from the service line, getting this crowd back involved here at the Galen Center.
Uchtekin on the line. Hazan in her head. You can see it right now at the back row for Northwestern. Furbringer on the line, and that'll do it. An ace for Charlie Furbringer closes out set 1. The Badgers dominate 25-16.
4 aces from Wisconsin.
Furbringer, knuckleball, got it. Just handcuffed Wagner. Ace for Furbringer, that's her 2nd.
Different Badgers have recorded a service error. Against Northwestern, they might be able to get away with it, but...
That's a lovely short float from Hazan.
17 kills for Merzick, only in set 3. We have one more to go, at least after this.
Been a bit of a struggle for the other pin hitters today for the Nittany Lions, but Merzick has picked up the slack. Now the block forces Michigan State to rinse and repeat. Stark gets it over, but Michigan State able to get a fist on it. Now Stark goes for the dump as she continues to stay aggressive. Yosia will set Preston, sent back by Merzick and Stark. Bishop now to the back row. Anderson finishes off the rally. Michigan State fans that are here get loud, but it doesn't matter. Quinn Menger paints it in for her 2nd service ace of the game.
And they have to be more aggressive to try and dig up those balls that they're dumping in the middle of the court.
Redshirt freshman, though, Klein really learning over the last few games how to attack from the setting position. Collier on the bit.
Great shot.
Daphne on the back line. And the other end of the spectrum.
Wow.
Colvin drops it in. Is that ace number 6 for Raven Colvin? Colvin, Chacoin, Hudson. They know what to do when the ball's set their way. That's gonna land in, and another ace for Purdue. And that lands in. Back-to-back aces for Purdue, and Julia Kane, as a timeout is called.
Want to find her in transition as she led the Big Ten in kills per set last season.
Bruins have kept set 2 close, just having trouble getting over the hump, obviously, and there's an Ohio State ace.
And the ace by Livings.